You will only see here on News 8. Now, Penn State football has many icons. Joe Paterno, the Blue Band, the Nittany Lion, and another icon is marking a milestone. Beaver Stadium, as we know it today, has been around for 50 years. Well, News 8's Mike Straub looks into its history and takes you to a place that few football fans have ever seen before.
You don't usually throw a birthday party for a building, but if you could, this place would have some incredible stories to tell. Beaver Stadium is 50 years old and still going strong.
We have the best fans, obviously, in the country, and the best stadium in the country. And when fans pile in here and that atmosphere is great, there's nothing better than it.
It arrived here in 1960 and actually wasn't new at all. The old stadium was taken apart piece by piece and trucked up to its current location.
The stadium proper on this site is 50 years old, but there are certainly parts that are much older that have seen great seasons prior to being on this site.
In the late 1950s, the school talked about moving the football stadium. One reason was they wanted a place where people could picnic behind their cars before games. The Lion Shrine sits just a few feet from what was New Beaver Field, a place Penn State called home for 50 seasons. And if Coach Paterno had gotten his way, they'd still play here. He famously told Coach Rip Engel that no one would ever make the trip to where Beaver Stadium is today.
He was actually against moving it to this site, and but that being said, absolutely loves the environment that's been produced, and just what a great, wonderful home field advantage it is for the team.
And it's grown into something bigger than anyone could imagine. From about 46,000 seats in 1960 to more than 107,000 today, it is the fourth largest stadium on planet Earth, and when full, the third largest city in Pennsylvania. Even visiting players love to soak up the atmosphere.
True story. During the Michigan game, one of the offensive tackles, it was the end of going into the end of the third quarter, and he goes to me and said, "Hey man, hey, I'm not gonna lie, this stadium's crazy. You guys are crazy out here." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." I was like, "I appreciate it, thank you." For him to really say that during the game, and really have that respect and that level of awe, facing an away opponent, really speaks volumes to this place and how much I'm gonna miss it when I'm gone.
It's been expanded and updated 7 times in a half-century, in obvious ways like massive scoreboards and luxury boxes, and in some more private ways like an enormous locker room upgrade in 2001. The entire room is emptied, cleared out, and cleaned after every game. Still, it's hard to step inside and not imagine Joe Pa giving a pep talk to fire up the Lions.
Whether you're 2 years old or you're 80 plus, it really is a place where kind of all of Penn State comes together.
Of course, it'll be expanded again eventually with a new press box and even more seats on the west side. But hey, it looks great for a 50-year-old.
It's a wonderful building, and at 50 years, there's probably at least another 50, if not another 100, still ahead of it.
And another generation of Lions fans will make memories here that will last a lifetime. At Beaver Stadium, Mike Straub, News 8.
And of course, there are a lot of stadiums here in the Susquehanna Valley. You can take a tour on WGAL.com.